Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast.
This is your place for all things automotive, the award-winning In Wheel Time car talk show. Coming up, IHRA Division Director Doug Foley will talk about drag racing on a different note. Later, Jeff has the racing calendar, Mars has This Week in Auto History, and I'll get you caught up on the stories making automotive headlines. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world, Mars. We always need more Jeff Zekin. I'm Don Armstrong, our chief engineer, David Ainsley, getting ready for his big trip up north.
Big trip.
Yeah, and he's going to be gone for a couple of weeks. Anyway.
Yeah, 2 or 3, something like that.
Three, I think.
3, yeah.
3 weeks. So the timing has worked out just fine, I think. We don't have any remote broadcasts coming up, so that's always a good thing for him.
You know what we should do? In like a week, we should fly up there and just knock on his door. Hey.
You know, it's not as easy as you think
I know.
it is.
Yeah. I know the area.
Yeah. All right. Joining us now, IHRA, which is the International Hot Rod Association, is the division director. His name is Doug Foley. Doug, good morning to you. Oh, gosh.
Oh, Doug.
We're muted.
No, he's not muted. We're just not getting his voice here.
Doug, can you say something to us?
How about now?
There you are.
A little better now?
Yeah, well, he's a little bit better now.
All right. How you guys doing?
Well, God, he's kind of gargly, isn't
Yeah,
he? Isn't he,
gargly.
Mr. Mars?
Yeah, his internet, if he moves the wrong place, his internet drops.
Yeah, your internet sucks. So we're gonna put you on hold for a minute. You and Mars are gonna work out this so we could hear every stinking word you got to say. So you just hang in there, Mr. Mars will lead you through what we need to go through.
Oh, Lord. You sure you want him to do that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not sure about
All right.
that. So I will give you this. IHRA, they were a force back in the day, and they were the competitor to NHRA. And different rules, different regulations, different sanctioned racetracks.
Different cars.
Well, they were...
yeah.
Yes. Because of the different rules, the car builders built cars to the IHRA rules as opposed to the NHRA rules. So there was this kind of a divide there. It was founded in 1971 by Larry Carrier, has since become a prominent organization for grassroots drag racing, including the IHRA Summit Super Series, a prominent bracket racing championship. In recent years, IHRA has seen ownership changes and a renewed focus on its core values of integrity and passion for the sport. And so I told you that we're talking about Larry Carrier started it in 71. And the events are different and at different racetracks. It started at Carrier's Bristol International Speedway Dragway. It says here, IHRA sanctions races across North America with a particularly strong presence in Canada, where it holds 3 national drag racing events, according to Wikipedia. Now, that'd be a fun road trip.
Yeah.
Go to Canada. Grassroots focus, IHRA has found success as a hub for grassroots drag racing with its Summit Super Series, being a notable example of its commitment to bracket racing. In recent years, IHRA has undergone ownership changes. Daryl Cattell becoming the new owner. The organization has also seen a renewed focus on free speech, equal opportunities, and a fact-based approach, reflected in its return to the X social media platform, says X.com.
I think Doug's got his internet connection hooked up right, or better.
Yeah?
So I think we're good to go.
Well, I
here.
think that we'll be the judge of that.
He's smiling, so I know he can hear us.
Say something good, Doug.
How about now? How's this?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You plugged it from the TV remote into the actual internet.
Listen, technology sometimes is difficult.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's not my friend very often.
Yeah, it eludes some of us, and we believe me, we can understand. We
Welcome,
can relate.
Doug. Welcome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, so-
I've been able to hear you the whole time. So.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that because, I remember when IHRA come into existence, and NHRA was really scared because they thought, oh, gosh, what are we going to do? We've got some competition here. Well, good. Competition is good. And, I guess what divided the two, you correct me if I'm wrong, were the different rules for the different categories of cars. Because not all of the rules from one series transferred to the other. And if you wanted to race in both series, generally speaking, if you had the money, you had 2 cars because some of the some of the changes that you had to make to the cars were significant back in the day.
Yeah, I think that played a part in some of it, but the IHRA's usually ran between 8 and 12 national event races, so that plays a big part in it too. Especially on the professional side. These guys that run 20 races, they're spending $3 or $4 million a year when you can come over to the IHRA, and we have this year we have 5 national events, and you cut that budget in half, if not more. So it's a little more racer friendly. It's a little bit we're geared a little more towards the working folk than just the guys that own billion-dollar corporations that can afford to come out and realistically outspend everybody else, right?
What are the top 10, top 8, however many you want to put together there, classes of cars do you have? You got nitro cars?
Oh yeah, so we'll have top fuel funny car, which we opened up our pre-entry a week ago or so, and so we have 8 car fields in both of our nitro categories, and we have more than 8 entered in each class, so we'll have full fields. We have Pro Mod, Mountain Motor Pro Stock, Pro Nitrous, Top Alcohol Dragster, Top Alcohol Funny Car. So that's probably our upper echelon of our faster cars.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Of course.
Do you kind of intermingle with the NHRA? Because I know that they do run pro mods and things, and you can see a telecast on some of their events, but not as a feature. So do you kind of intermingle with that other events?
We don't really have anything to do with or we don't have anything to do with NHRA, but the cars and the classes and the rules, they're all similar enough to where you can come over and race either sanctioning body and still not have to spend a fortune to be able to do so.
Well, one of the categories, new categories for NHRA is the mountain motor category. And, I heard you say that you've got that at IHRA as well. What is mountain motor? What exactly is that?
Oh, mountain motors are they're just big cubic inch pro stock cars, so they're still allowed to have carburetors. They have the hood scoops, but they have big motors, big horsepower, and they're going 620s at 200 and almost 30 miles an hour. So they're a little different than the 500 cubic inch pro stock cars that everybody's kind of used to seeing. But Mountain Motor Pro Stock is it was born and bred here at IHRA. So it's a class that's near and dear to us, and the interest level that we have for this class right now is surpassed our expectations coming into this year. So we're really looking forward to having those guys back.
How did you get involved with IHRA?
Well, so I grew up. My dad races Top Fuel, and he started in IHRA back in 2003. He won the Rookie of the Year back then in Top Fuel, and then he obviously has kept racing the last 20-something years. And when Larry Jeffers bought the IHRA a few years ago, he gave me a call and wanted to see if I had any interest in coming on board and helping out. And then, at the end of 24, Larry Jeffers sold it to Daryl Cuddle, and we've been rolling right along. I mean, we bought. I think IHRA owns 5 racetracks now. I'm actually at one right now. We have our Night of Fire event here at National Trail Raceway in Columbus, Ohio. So
when you say
if you hear burnouts in the background, that's why.
that'd be great. But when you say you bought the organization bought the track, you didn't just buy rights to it. I mean, you physically own the property.
Yeah, we physically own the property.
Well, NHRA's got several tracks like that as well.
Oh, do they?
So it's a full quarter mile, right?
Yeah, National Trail's a full
1320.
quarter-mile facility. We also own Galot Motorsports Park down in Dunn, North Carolina. We own Killcare Raceway, Xenia, Ohio, Milan Dragway, which is in Milan, Michigan.
Milan, Michigan, yep.
Yep. So we got quite a few tracks that have been purchased. We got quite a few more that are on the docket to close here.
You said you've got eight drivers or 8 cars in a class. Do they follow you around the country, or is it just 8 for this particular event, and then you've got 8 more for another part of the country?
No. So there's cars that are going to race full time with us. The Nitro cars that have committed to full time racing with the IHRA this year is Scott Palmer, Dale Creasy Jr., Jack Wyatt, Terry Haddock is coming to most of them. So we have a good, we didn't start this deal really till beginning of May, end of April, beginning of May for this year. So obviously there's been a lot of talk about it, but going out and actually doing it, now we're 2 weeks away from crowning champions at our first event.
Cool.
Since the IHRA has been bought and rebranded. The IHRA hasn't had a top fuel car race in over 15 years.
Wow.
So,
Well, now you got a full field of cars.
we have a full field of cars. There's a lot of excitement. A top fuel funny car that pays $50,000 to win. It pays
Wow.
$15,000 just to qualify. So,
Well, your dad, he used to race at NHRA?
yeah, he's actually he's at Norwalk this weekend. So,
Gotcha.
yeah, but he'll be down here. He's bringing his car out. He's got a few sponsors right here in Columbus with United Garage Door and Alloy Employer Services. So this will be a big race for him, being able to get all of his guests out here and check out the drag races.
So you've been going to drag races since you were born.
Yeah, just about. That's right.
Well, obviously it's worked out for you. You're a division director. Which division are you running?
So I run Division 1 and 9, basically up and down the East Coast.
Yeah. And it's a full-time gig for you.
Full time as it gets.
Do you still have a full head of hair?
So far, but it's turning gray.
Turning
quickly.
grayer, and yeah, I was going to say there's big chunks missing from pulling your hair
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, you know what the next step is after that?
What's that?
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Exactly. Well,
I kind of like the idea of the 8-car field.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. I mean, things are going to move pretty quick when you go to the track, and you're not going to be sitting there for 3 hours trying to get 16 cars through because one of them blew up or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, and part of it is obviously the group we have here at IHRA, we're all racers. So, Josh Peak is here, Larry Morgan. So
The old
and
Larry
myself.
Morgan?
Yeah,
He's
Larry
smiling.
Morgan. I don't know where you want to go with that. He's one of a kind. He's done it his whole life, and we're really glad he's part of this. He was actually
Yeah.
he's instrumental in this operation. So having all of these racers here, we kind of can pick and choose, what we want to adopt and what we don't want to adopt. And our shows are 2-day shows, Friday and Saturday. You got 2 qualifying runs Friday and then eliminations on Saturday. So that's one of the big things with the Nitro teams is, you get 4 qualifying runs and it's a 16-car field. So you have to make 8 runs to win $50,000. Over here at IHRA, our winner's purse is $50,000, but you only have to make 5 runs to get there. So
Are the rules for IHRA, are they pretty much the same as NHRA? I mean, I'm sure you got to have all the safety effects in place.
all the safety, yeah, all the rules basically are the same. I think we were trying to make it a little more racer friendly with being able to open up a few different options. There's a lot of top fuel cars in this country, and in the between the states and Canada, there's a lot of nitro cars that some of them just there are some rules that I don't feel that are that necessary, that these teams had to park their cars because they couldn't afford to do those updates to their cars or ignition boxes or whatever the rules are, whatever that particular rule is. It gets expensive quick. A lot of fans don't know that these top fuel cars, they have to send out their valve covers every year to get recertified. Their bell housings every year to get recertified. The blower restraint bags. I mean, the list goes on and on. And just to do that, you're talking thousands and thousands of dollars. So, if we could, not that we're eliminating that, but that was just a kind of
An example.
right.
Sure. Yeah.
insight.
Let me ask you a little bit about the insurance aspect of it. That you guys apparently provide significant insurance coverage for your members. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, our insurance is next level compared to, and it's not even just drag racing. I mean, any any racing sanctioning body, we have surpassed all of them. So we have, $1 million worth of liability insurance for each racer. So if you aren't we have accidental death, dismemberment insurance. We have, if you get hurt at the racetrack, you can get paid up to whatever 26 weeks or something like that for workers' comp. Like we're trying to make it to where we're not trying to copy anybody else. We want to set out and do our own thing and make the racers kind of see what we can. We want to do whatever we can to make it better for everybody and not just do the same old song and dance.
Gotcha.
So when is your big event at the end of the season? Where is that? When is it?
So our World Finals will be at Galat Motorsports Park, which is Dunn, North Carolina, and that's November 5th through the 8th. But our first one, our season opener, kicks off here, like I said, in just 2 weeks here at National Trail Raceway in Hebron, Ohio, which is just east of Columbus, probably about 30 miles. But that's our first one. It'll be July 9th through the 12th, and you'll be able to see a full slate of top fuel cars, funny cars, all the way through stock, super stock.
I assume that you don't have a big television contract. Can you watch the races online?
Yeah, you will be able to. The races will be live streamed. We haven't announced with who yet, but that'll be coming pretty early this week. So we're looking forward to that, and I think all the fans at home that won't be able to make it out to the races will
be online watching.
Appreciate it as well.
Just as long as it's not on Prime.
Yeah, that's it.
It's
so
not
is
on
it
Prime.
is it IHRA.com, Doug? Is it IHRA.com?
Yep, IHRA.com. You can go on there and look at the schedule, buy your tickets, and then on our Facebook page, we've been releasing some of the drivers' names that have entered for our events. So, like I said, Scott Palmer, he's entered. Krista Baldwin's coming. Dale Creasy, Jack Wyatt, Terry Haddock,
Doug Foley.
Doug Foley's going to be here too. So there's a lot of really good cars. We're really looking forward to.
Well, Doug, it's great to talk to you, and the best of luck to you. And let's stay in touch. You got something new to tell us? Hey, we'll put you on the air, and you can tell everybody.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, I appreciate your time, and thanks for having me on.
Have a good season.
Thank you.
Yeah,
bet.
best of luck. Doug Foley, Division Director, IHRA. Just ahead, Jeff has the racing calendar. Mars has This Week in Auto History, and I'll bring you the week's auto news headlines, all coming up on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Stay with us.
The Tailpipes and Tacos Christmas Edition 2025 happens Saturday, December 13th from 8 to 11 a.m., and you'll want to be a part of it. Tailpipes and Tacos is the cruise-in everyone wants to attend, and the Christmas edition is extra special. Donate an unwrapped new toy and help yourself to a free Loopy Tortilla breakfast taco. There'll be adult beverages available for purchase, too. And don't forget your ride. Just cruise in and you're automatically registered to compete for one of 3 famous Chili Pepper trophies: Best Hot Rod, Best Classic, and Best Modern Classic. Tailpipes and Tacos Christmas Edition will be held Saturday, December 13th, 8 to 11 a.m. at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex, located at 703 West Grand Parkway, just south of the Katy Freeway in Katy. Oh, and don't forget to bring the kids. There'll be special trophies and goodie bags for them, too. It's the Tailpipes and Tacos Christmas Edition 25, Saturday, December 13th, 8 to 11 a.m. at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex at 703 West Grand Parkway in Katy. Bring a toy, get a free breakfast taco, and enjoy the camaraderie. In Real Time will be there, too.
Fire up those engines and pay tribute to the folks who make freedom possible. Bastrop's own Heroes in Hot Rods is rolling in for Veterans Day weekend. Friday night, downtown cruise. Saturday, 400 of the coolest rides in Texas. Proceeds help veterans, shelters, food pantries, and scholarships. Sponsored by Craig's Jewelry. November 7th and 8th, Main Street, Bastrop. Don't miss it.
You be jonesing?
I'd be jonesing, man. I'd be jonesing. Every time that commercial comes on, I said, you know what? I should be jonesing.
You should be jonesing.
Yeah. I should
Welcome back to the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. You're invited to join our live broadcast every Saturday, 10 to noon Central on InWheelTime.com, Facebook, and YouTube. We hope you check us out from our home base here at the Sugar Shack Studios. If you miss us, you'll be able to catch all the action on your favorite podcast channel. Time now for the racing calendar, sponsored by Texas Muscle Car Club Challenge.
Yeah, it's a holiday weekend coming up next weekend, so we've got some stuff cooking. IMSA is actually off this week. They'll be back in a couple of weeks, so check that out. They're going to be at Motorsports Park. Xfinity Series, yesterday the Xfinity ran in Atlanta. I didn't get any details and really didn't have an opportunity to watch it because I was doing other things last
Yesterday?
evening. Yeah, yesterday, the 27th. And then NASCAR, Saturday, today, they're in Atlanta. NHRA, 26th through the 29th, which is happening right now. The Summit Racing Equipment NHRA Nationals, and that's at Equipment Motorsports Park is what they're calling it. And then Formula One, not till the end of the month, but they're going to be in the Austrian Grand Prix. So check them out if you want.
Bring out your accordion and put on your lederhosen.
Lederhosen and get your stein of beer.
Speaking of lederhosen, Mr. Mars has This Week in Auto History.
Yeah, buddy. Lots of things going on this week in auto history. So starting this week in 1906, it was the first French Grand Prix. Now, this was organized by the Automobile Club de France.
Ooh la la.
And it was the first official motor racing Grand Prix, which set the stage or the precedent for the modern Formula One racing. Now, also this week, coming up in 1956, the last true Packard rolls off the assembly line.
Man, it looked
now, you
good.
say that because it happened at Detroit's Conner Avenue plant. It came off, but there were some Packards that were made and rebadged as Studebakers after that. But this is when the last true Packard came off the line. Also in 1957, Illinois enacted the first U.S. seatbelt law. Now, this became, originally compliance was kind of low. Nobody really kind of cared about it, but they really started pressing on it. And now it's mandated across the whole country. Then in 1966, the U.S. Senate passes the landmark auto safety bill. Now, if you'll recall back, Ralph Nader, produced in 1965, came out with his book, Unsafe at Any Speed. And this mandated the law, which led to this law, which mandated dashboard, seatbelts, and crash testing, and actually reorganized and revolutionized car safety. Then, in 2001, the first installment of Fast and Furious premiered in U.S. theaters. Now, for some reason, this thing took off about underground street racing, heavily modified cars like the Mazda RX-7 and the Dodge Charger.
I never saw that movie.
You never saw it?
Never saw it. No.
You don't get out much, do you?
No.
Well, it
Not at all.
didn't interest me.
That's the first one. If you're going to watch any of them, that's the one to watch.
I was
Okay,
busy
well.
that day.
Also, in 2001, the last Plymouth rolls off the line. Now, this was Chrysler's long-standing marquee, and it ceased production, and the final model was a silver neon coming off the assembly line. And it marked the end of Chrysler, which started in 1928. This week.
Not the end of Chrysler, or the end of Plymouth.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Into
Chrysler.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It says Chrysler consolidated
I
their
thought
marketing
Dodge had the
strategy.
neon. Chrysler had the, was it Dodge? Chrysler
No,
neon?
Plymouth
Was it Dodge?
neon.
Plymouth neon, okay.
Yeah.
I was confused because I know that they were small cars.
Well, we got to blow the dust off of these things, so we can bring them out.
I live confused.
Dazed and confused.
There you go.
Okay, news headlines.
Yesterday after dinner, endazement. Is it a word, endazement?
It is not. Tesla Incorporated self-driving taxi appeared to violate traffic laws during the company's first day offering paid rides, with one customer capturing footage of a left turn gone wrong and others traveling in cars that exceeded posted speed limits. Yeah! National Highway Traffic Safety Administration is aware of those incidents and is in contact with the company to gather additional information. In a video taken by Rob Maurer, an investor who used to host a Tesla podcast, the Model Y he is riding in enters an Austin intersection in a left turn only lane. The Tesla hesitates to make the turn, swerves right, and proceeds into an unoccupied lane meant for traffic moving in the opposite direction.
Nice. Nice.
And it was 14 years old, and you did the math. A honking horn can be heard as the Tesla re-enters the correct lane over a double yellow line, which drivers aren't supposed to cross. In two other posts on X, initial riders and driverless Model Ys shared footage of Tesla speeding. A vehicle carrying Sawyer Merritt, a Tesla investor, reached 35 miles an hour shortly after passing a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit sign. Well, I guess they got a little work to do. Representatives for Tesla and the Austin Police Department didn't immediately respond to requests for comment on the videos. The automaker recalled more than 362,000 vehicles in February of 2023 after NHTSA said its driver assistance system may allow cars to infringe on local traffic laws. A spokesperson for the city of Austin said it didn't receive any safety incident reports regarding Tesla's robo-taxis over the weekend.
People were too scared.
Well, either that or they closed down the particular part of Austin that these things were going around in circles in. I don't know.
So it crosses double stripes, speeding.
All that.
And honking.
And you hear horns from the other people.
Ford Motor is recalling the majority of its salaried workforce back to the office 4 days a week. Employee automaker's latest effort to boost employee and company performance. Spokesperson said the new policy affects the majority of its global salaried workforce, but declined to provide a specific number. Ford notified employees June 25th, takes effect September 1st. Businesses around the world have grappled with how much flexibility to allow workers since the 2020 coronavirus pandemic. Some, such as J.P. Morgan and Amazon, have mandated that hybrid workers return 5 days a week. Everybody back to work. All right. We'd love to hear from you. Shoot us an email. The address is info@nwheeltime.com. And we will continue and say goodbye after these brief messages.
Who doesn't like a social event? How about one that centers around your love for all things automotive? Another Gulf Coast Auto Shield Car Social is back. Saturday, December 6th, 9 to noon at 11275 South Sam Houston Parkway, just south of the Southwest Freeway. It's a morning packed with incredible cars, some of the finest rides in town, from classics to modern exotics. Here's your chance to talk to fellow car lovers. Grab a coffee and check out how Gulf Coast Auto Shield keeps these rides looking perfect. Meet the team. Take a look around the shop to see firsthand how Gulf Coast Auto Shield gets the most of the look you're trying to create. In Will Time will be there with their live car talk show. You might just be one of the guests. Don't miss this free, fun, and fast-paced car gathering of fellow car lovers and their rides. Saturday, December 6th at Gulf Coast Auto Shield, 11275 South Sam Houston Parkway. Bring your car, bring your friends, and bring your love for all things automotive. We'll see you then. The award-winning In Real Time Car Talk Show now reaches 5.3 million folks each year. Check us out on InRealTime.com, YouTube, Facebook, and podcasts available from your favorite go-to source, including our live broadcast every Saturday, 10 to noon Central Time. The In Real Time Car Talk Show has informative automotive guest interviews, new car reviews, along with popular features including driving destinations, Jeff's car culture, latest car news, cruise-ins, and racing dates. It's all on InRealTime.com. Join us.
Well, that's all for this week's In Real Time Car Talk Show. Be sure and check us out online at inrealtime.com. We're always looking for new, informative, and fun automotive things to bring to our global audience. If you have an idea, event, or a road trip destination you'd like for us to feature, let us know. Our email address is info@inrealtime.com. When you're looking for award-winning car talk, you can find the In Real Time Car Talk Show 24/7 on the In Real Time app. When you're on the road this summer, grab a podcast from your favorite podcast provider, including the new SiriusXM podcast channel and Odyssey Radio's app. We video stream our live show every Saturday, 10 to noon on Facebook, YouTube, and InRealTime.com. The In Real Time video technical director is We Always Need More Jeff Zekin. The booking agent, video editor, people finder, and do-all, Mike Out of This World Mars. Chief engineer David Ainsley. I'm Don Armstrong. Be safe out there. Stay cool. Have a great and safe 4th of July week.
Absolutely.
From all of us here at the In Real Time Car Talk Show. We'll see you soon.
That's it for this podcast episode of the In Real Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InRealTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.